get this thing going. Mr. Sewell, come out here. All right, while Mr. Sewell's making his way out, let me thank some people right quick before we get going. Darla and Chris Stiles, Brian and Sylvia Hare. Those guys do a ton for us. From the press box during football season to the basketball, track meets, you name it, those guys are always helping out, and they've been doing it for years, so thank you guys very much. The Booster Club for all their help. All the coaches' wives for putting up with the long hours. Admin, Miss Sicking, Mr. Sewell, Mr. Quick. Brother Ralph, I don't know if he's here, but Brother Ralph's been praying for football games around here as long as I've been here, and he's been here a little bit longer than I have, and he doesn't miss a game, and he's always there for those guys and does a tremendous job. All the guys that ran the chains during junior high, JV, varsity, and so forth, it takes time and it takes volunteers. I don't ever have to look for people to do it. I've always got people offering. So that makes my job really easy. All the stag guys that help us on the sideline, makes our Saturday mornings go a little bit quicker. All the tunnel guys, Kurt, Brandon, Stu, Brandon Walterscheid, Aaron Clement, Billy Hogan, you name it, all those guys, Morris Hawker, taking those things all over the state of Texas and putting them up. We appreciate it. All the cheerleaders and Miss Ratliff for all their support. Again, traveling with us, cheering us on, do a tremendous job. Mr. Martindale, I know he's here somewhere probably. That guy volunteered to drive the JV fan buses. It didn't matter. From here to Childress to Arlington, it didn't matter. He was always willing to help. And of course, Miss Tammy, I think she drives the cheerleaders and whoever else. She's always willing to help. And of course, you guys for the continuous support for these young men. Again, you'll play for a while. You're going to do a lot of traveling. And you look up in Childress, Texas in the semifinals, and stands are already packed an hour before we get going. So the support's tremendous. You guys raise great children, hard-working young men and women, make our job really easy. So we appreciate that. All right, I'm going to get going real quick. I'm going to throw some stuff away first. All right, we're going to start off with the coaches. These guys do a tremendous job. We wouldn't be who we are, what we are, without these dudes standing back here. They do all the work, and they do a tremendous job. I put my staff up against any staff in the state of Texas on a Friday night. That's how much faith I have in them. They're great coaches, great people. Treat these kids right. They push them when they need to be pushed, pat them on the back when they need a pat. Just a tremendous staff that I love tremendously. All right, let's start off with Coach Johnson. Next up is Coach Wheeler. Next up, Coach Anderley. Coach Barron's up next. Coach Barron and Coach Johnson have state championship rings from playing and coaching. That's a pretty cool deal. Next up, we got Coach McDaniel. Coach Cabot. Best basketball / football coach in the state of Texas. And we got the high school principal, always supporting these young men, always giving them, patting them back. Great guy, Mr. Sewell. Next up, the guy that's really in charge, Caden Mosley. All right, we're going to move on to all our water boys, ball boys, all the guys that help us out. They start during 2 days, come up early in the morning, work hard. Went to every game and helped out. Made Caden's job a little bit easier, and then made it harder sometimes because these guys like to play a lot of football and jack around and not do the job all the time. But anyway, hey, really good group of dudes, players. These guys are going to get one tonight for being a trainer, but I have a feeling they're going to want to get their own in a few years. So let's start off with Asher Hillis. Zach Schilling. Reed Rash. Mason Sampson. Grayson Peel. Titan's not here tonight, so I'll keep Titans down here. Dylan Luke. Braxton Barron. And last but not least, Gunnar Richardson. All right, cheerleaders. Cheerleaders, you're up. First up on the cheerleaders. Again, great group of young ladies that's always supporting these guys, put on great pep rallies, always doing stuff to motivate them a little bit, get them ready to play, and then, of course, cheering them on for all full court. Got Clara Bindle first. Lindsay Fisher. JC Bryson. Addie Carney. Ava Harker. Ava Hillis. Lucy Clement. Taylor Seeking. Anna Warren. Carissa Harrison. Marley Waltershaw. And Reagan Wolf. All right, I hope these guys can hear me. We'll start with the players. Go JV first. Some of the JV guys that played throughout the year, up and down, they got a black jersey when we got into the playoffs, so they'll come out with the varsity. But overall, with the JV group, man, a really, really talented group. Finished the year 8-2. One of the losses came to Pottsboro. I think we had the ball at the 5-yard line as time expired. Had a chance to punch it in, but we couldn't make it happen. Lost by a touchdown to Pottsboro. And then we took our annual journey to Gunner. A lot of times that doesn't go real well, but we like to push our kids and play good competition. And I thought we played them as tough as we ever had this year on the JV. I think we ended up losing by 2 touchdowns, 35-21 or so. But those guys went over there and fought their tails off. It's a tough gig being a 2A JV player. Usually that means you're also a scout team guy most of the week. Makes your job very tough, but we see growth each and every year from going through those tough times, and these guys always grow up tough, and it ends up paying off on Friday nights down the road. And I fully anticipate the same thing with this group. Like I said, very talented group of young men. All right, let's start off with Mason Stunker. Next up, we got Colin Otto. Next up, Ryan Krebs. Zachary Lutenhouse. Carson Clement. Dax Bender. Preston Johnson. Dalton Miller. Mason Byard. Bison Gomez. Brody Charles. Hayden Sicking. Colton Lee. Jesus Semperio. And last but not least, Chris Hernandez. All right, we'll move on to the varsity now. We'll try not to shed a tear like Coach Johnson or Coach Wheeler did at the sports banquet, but I can't make any promises. Of course, you guys know, finished the season 14-2, Class 2A Division II state champs. I think that deserves a round of applause, right? You know, starting the season, we talked about playing a tough schedule, and you know, you meet up with the Pottsburghs and Holidays and those guys, and it's tough. But we played Holiday really close, lost by 14. You look back at a pick six and a kickoff return, and you know, we didn't win the game, but we knew at that point we played a really good football team in Holiday, and we played them really tough, so we knew we had something. Moving on to Pottsboro, you know, one of our losses, I thought we, you know, I thought the refs may have had something to do with that, to be honest with you. We did have some calls that didn't go our way. They ended up beating us by a touchdown, I believe. But again, a really big physical football team that we played really tough, and we knew we had a good team. And man, we just gelled. When the playoffs started, I felt like we played our best football. Ran up against Shiner in the state championship. They did some really good things that we didn't expect. Took us a while to get adjusted, and I think we finally figured it out towards the end of the third and the fourth. Made some big defensive stands. Did a great job on offense, punching at the end, and just like we had all year. And these kids just fought their tail off till the very end. So super proud of them. I'll call these guys out, and I'll probably mention some of their awards along the way, so this may take just a little bit longer, but I'll try to get us to it. All right? Start off with Simon Johnson. Simon was first team all-district linebacker, and he was third team Texas Sports Writer all-state outside linebacker. Next up, we got Jake Wheeler. Jake Wheeler was honorable mention all-district defensive back. Dustin Croft is up next. Dustin played the whole season on JV. We knew he had some talent, but you know, we had a good team. Wanted him to stay down and play some, but I think we all saw what Dustin's capable of in the playoffs. So our expectations and what we hope he can give us this coming year are pretty high. Kid's a talented dude if he'll get to work, and I think he'll really make us a hand this year. Kaysen Carney. Kaysen was the Padilla Poll Offensive Player of the Year, 13 Sports Writers quarterback, all-state quarterback, and Defensive Offensive Player of the Year. Next up is Deegan New. Deegan kind of floated for us a little bit, played some varsity early, back down to JV to get more playing time. Finished on the varsity. Deegan's a talented guy as well, so our expectations are high for Deegan. Garrett Hess is up next. First team All-State Texas Sports Writers tight end. First team All-District tight end and defensive end. Legend Bounds. Legend was second team All-District running back. Legend does a lot of stuff for us from running back to defensive end, you name it. And I'm pretty sure this is Legend's third state championship ring. I think he had 2 in Gunner and now 1 in Muenster, and we hope to make it 4. All right, Legend's a great player. Next up, we got Carson Bindle. Carson's a hard-playing dude. Doesn't say a lot, doesn't say much, but he will play hard. He's always in the right spot at the right time and always doing his job. Next up, Jeremiah Franklin. Jeremiah was like Deegan, played up some, played down, moved him around wherever we needed him, and he always came in and did a good job. Jeremiah's a talented guy. Like Deegan and Dustin, we fully anticipate him really contributing this year in a big way. Oh, Mason, Crazy Legs Mills. If y'all ever watch film, when you watch huddle sometimes, watch Mason. Legs are always moving. They're always moving somewhere. He's been like that forever. Mason was second team all-district cornerback. All right, next up we got Maverick Byer. Maverick was named second team sports writer, all-state punt returner, and he was a first team all-district wide receiver. Nolan Peel. Nolan was Padilla Pole first team all-state running back, first team all-district running back, and first team all-district D-line. Next up, Brady Clement. Brady doesn't bring a lot of, as far as size necessarily, but if you ever watched him play, you understand the dog that Brady's got in him. Put him up against anybody, no matter how big they are, how strong they are, it doesn't matter. Brady's going to give you everything he's got every play. Awesome young man. Jackson Becker. Jackson's the hype guy. Always hyping somebody up. Always working hard, doing his job. First guy to jump in on the scout team, whatever it is, Jackson's going to do it for you. Brett Waltershaw. Brett was first team all-district offensive line. If Rhett wouldn't have got hurt, there's no doubt in my mind Rhett would have been a first-team all-state offensive line, defensive line, whatever. Tremendous young, tremendous football player in general. Strong, goes hard all the time, always creating havoc. Got a knee injury, about 8 games in? Collinsville game. Had to have surgery, so we lost him. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it worried me a lot at that point because he is a great player. But we had some seniors step up, but hopefully we get Rhett back healthy and ready to roll this year. He's going to be a tremendous player. Next up, we got Clay Luke. Big Clay he's in that same conversation with Deegan and Jeremiah and them. He's a big kid, strong kid. We need him to step up this year and really make a hand. I think he's going to do that. I don't think Payson was able to make it. Payson Wiley. Payson was an all-district offensive lineman. Really freaked me out a little bit because after we won the state championship, his dad called and said, "Hey, we're going to move to Houston." I was like, "Oh my, yeah." I didn't know what to think. Payson's a great player, and I didn't want to lose him coming back. I knew he'd be one of the key components to us, hopefully repeating and having a great year this year. Stayed down in Houston for a month and a half, and his dad called and said, "Hey, Payson's coming back." So we all took a deep breath and got Payson back, and he's working his tail off. I think he's in Colorado right now, but we look forward to Payson and his ability next year. Brady Waltershaw. Come on, Brady. Brady was a academic all-district kid. Man, we need Brady to step up and be the Landon Hawker this year, and that's what we're hoping he can do. Maybe step in and play some left tackle for us, help us repeat, get back to where we were. Works hard, great kid, and look for big things from him this year. Big Colt Waltershaw. Colt was honorable mention, all-district defensive line. He didn't play a ton, but he was one of those kids. He didn't play a ton early because he was behind Rhett and Nolan and those guys. But when Rhett went down, Colt was one of those guys that really stepped up and had a tremendous role in what we were able to accomplish. Greatest play of the year may have been pushing Casey in for the game-winning touchdown. But that was huge. That's just what kind of player he is. Just the awareness to do that. Got Kyle Idell. Kyle was first team Padilla Poll All-State offensive lineman and first team All-District offensive lineman. Big Wade Shad. Big Wade was academic All-District. Just like the rest of our guys. Whatever we need, Wade does. The scout team, whatever. He's a great teammate. Zadok Schilling. Zadok was like Jeremiah, Deegan, some of those guys. He was up and down. Wherever we needed him, he'd play. Kind of came in as a guard, a tackle, defensive end, special teams. He did a little bit of everything. And Zadok's going to have a big year this year, working his tail off, and we expect a lot of good things from Zadok. Brody Baggs. Come on, Brody. Brody's a good football player, tough kid. But I found out today, I think he's only 14 years old. Started hang playing like 235 today, and I was asking him, he said, well, I don't turn 15 until August. So, Brody could actually be prepared to becoming a freshman. But Brody's a tough kid, strong kid, and he's going to make us a great player. Trying to hurry, Morris. Well, you are. You always want me to hurry up. All right, we're going to get to the seniors. What a group. You guys come stand right here in front, all of you. Seniors, come over here. Y'all just line up. Shoulder to shoulder. Talented group. They're not just they're talented football players. That's not the only thing. It's one of the best group of leaders I've ever had. Yeah, there we go. Just like Coach Johnson, Coach Newman. Yeah. No, just a super unselfish group of guys that lead in the right way. Very positive, loved the game, loved each other. It was never about them. It was about what made us the best team we could be. And those guys did that. Tremendous group. All right, Caden Clements first. Padilla Poll, Defensive Player of the Year, second team All-State wide receiver. Honorable mention, academic All-State, and he was the district MVP. What a great player Caden is. Next up, Carter Seeking. Gave everything he had for all 6 years I had him every day. Didn't matter. Always doing whatever he could to help the team. He ended up being second team academic All-State. Tremendous young man. Bryson Herman, same thing, just like Carter. Just been working his tail off for 6 years. Whatever we needed him to do, he did, and never said a word about it. Just wanted to be part of a great team. That's what makes a great individual, and that's Bryson Hermes. Ethan Hinton. When Ethan, towards the end of his junior year, Ethan kept talking about winning a state championship. There was never a doubt in Ethan's mind that we were going to be state champions, and he'd tell us every day. And he worked his tail off. And whatever we needed, he would do. And he gave us everything we wanted from him every single day. He gave it. And, ended up being a heck of a football player for us. And, anybody could have had that last pick to seal it, but I sure am glad it went to Eagle, because that guy was talking state championship since he was in 6th grade. Kind of been a dream of his, and he got to accomplish it. Big Sam, where's Sam at? I was excited when I heard Sam was coming, and I told these guys over here, I remember when he was in 5th grade, he was a pretty good athlete. I was just, maybe been playing soccer, and we need a kicker, and I had my fingers crossed that he was going to come in here and do that, and what a hand he made. I think he made over 90 PATs, 92 he said, so he knew exactly what it was. That's pretty tremendous. Trey McTaggart had 100 a few years back, 92 for 95? 92 for 95 or so. Made some big field goals. And then his kickoffs were tremendous, of course. The first kickoff of the state championship game. Every day we did that, Coach Johnson worked on it, man. Sam put it right where he needed to. And Coach Johnson wanted to open the game up with it. And, I totally felt like if we could get it, let's do it. And Sam just put it right where we needed it. Ended up being a huge play in the game. Sam was, sorry, my bad, I got caught up talking. Sam was 2nd team All-State Sports Writers kicker and 1st team All-District kicker. Hayden Flyman. There's Hayden. Hayden had a rough go at the end. During the Groover game, he came to us on the sideline and he said, I think he knew he broke his thumb area, but the size of the baseball, and we taped it up and kept going out there playing and doing his job. He had to have it casted for the state championship. But again, just it wasn't about him. He knew somebody else was going to step up and do a good job. So we had Hayden on kickoff and some special teams. Ended up making a tackle, but to miss that game and that opportunity and how much Hayden loves football, I hate it for him. But he made the most of his opportunities, and again, just like the rest of his seniors, he was just behind his team the whole time. Parker Hardman. Parker was an honorable mention, all-district corner. What a huge tackle he made. What was it, on 2nd down, 1st down in the state championship game? Yeah, just a huge tackle. Put us in a good way on 3rd down. Parker's he's our speed demon, our cover guy. Had a huge pick six against Collinsville to really open it up. Parker's a talented guy. We're going to miss him. Landon Hawker. Landon, 2nd team all-district offensive line. Landon's just like the rest of them. Played tight end last year, different positions, always played defensive end, but we needed a left tackle. And Landon was just like, Coach, whatever you need me to do, I'll give you everything I got. And that's what he did. Just a tremendous, hard-working young man that we're really going to miss. And I've almost been here long enough to get all the Hawker kids. I'm going to try to make it like 4 more years to be Katie, but I got Landon too. So, no, Landon's a great kid, hard-working guy. Tate Sampson. Tate was 1st team Padilla Pole Mike linebacker All-State and 1st team All-District Mike linebacker. Man, just, in junior high, I'm not sure how much Tate liked football all the time. But then all of a sudden, his freshman year and his sophomore year really clicked, and he started working his tail off, and he talked about football all the time. And what a tremendous player he made. He made a tremendous Mike linebacker. Not just, playing Mike linebacker for Coach Johnson can be tough because he ain't scared to change a call with about 2 seconds for the ball snapped. He's always screaming at somebody to change a call if he's trying to. Tate's trying to get those calls in. Being a Mike is tough. It's like being a quarterback on defense. If things aren't going well, you're going to get your butt chewed. And Coach Johnson's not scared to chew your butt. And Tate would take those butt chewings Monday through Thursday and go out and perform on Friday. Grew into being an exceptional football player. Zach Smith. Zach, you want to talk? Zach never wants to talk. Every time I had a news station or radio interview, whatever, Zach, you want to do it? No, I don't want to talk. Zach's a man in junior high, kind of like Tate. Me and Coach Johnson were trying to get him just to squat the bar sometimes. He wasn't real strong, wasn't real athletic. And then all of a sudden you look up and he's squatting 400 to 500 pounds and benching 300 and made a great football player. Zach was named first team Sports Writers All-State Offensive Line, first team All-District Offensive Line, and second team Academic All-State. Never said a lot, but always gave great effort and always, he always graded out close to 90% each week. Tremendous football player. Logan Flushy. Logan he may tear me up a little bit. I think Coach Wheeler said it best whenever he had his senior baseball day over here, talking about Logan being the ultimate teammate, and that's what Logan is. Whatever we asked him to do, we asked him to be the deep snapper in August, and I swear he spent an hour or two a day with him. And not for sure we had any bad snaps all throughout the year. We did? Good. Oh, he's blaming himself for Sam missing one of his PATs. That's what kind of teammate Logan is. Played some outside linebacker when we needed him, did a tremendous job. I called him out in film one Saturday morning on kickoff because he was 15 yards behind everybody. And I knew Logan wasn't fast by any means. Logan knows that. But I swear, from that moment on, Logan was leading the way down the field. Because I challenged him a little bit. He always accepted that. But Logan is the ultimate teammate. He's just a lifelong Muenster Hornet, I'm sure, forever. And going to miss Logan. He's a heck of a teammate. Carter and Ty. I'll just do these guys together. Y'all walk up here. The reason for that is, like I talked about earlier, when Rhett went down, it scared me a lot. I didn't know what we had behind him as far as could they do a job like Rhett. And Carter just went in and did a tremendous job playing guard on the offensive side. I mean, he didn't get a lot of reps. He was hurt and just went in against Collinsville and just kept trucking all the way to the state championship. Needed Ty to step up on the defensive side where Rhett was playing, and Ty did that, made some huge plays for us down the stretch. Just like the rest of them, these two dudes stepped up when their teammates needed them the most and gave tremendous effort and helped us win that state championship. Couldn't have done it without these two dudes. Carter Clement was an honorable mention, all-district offensive lineman, and Ty Hess was an honorable mention, all-district defensive lineman. So congratulations. I'll make Ty sit out here a little bit longer. He's always griping about being last or staying around too long. I think that's all I got. Try not to keep you too long. Hopefully, like I said, I can talk about these things forever. Great group of dudes. And hopefully these younger guys learn something from them on how to lead, what it means to be a great teammate, and how to lead in that fashion, because obviously it helped us reach our ultimate goal and succeed and accomplish what all these guys dreamed of at a young age. The young guys are getting back to work this week, and I think our goals are pretty high for this coming year with all the kids we got coming back. So hopefully we can make plans to be back here next year around this time, maybe a little bit sooner. So again, appreciate all the support, all these young men that you raised, and these women are great kids, hard-working kids, and like I said, makes our job really easy. If you guys want to come out and take some pictures, I'm fine with that. Thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate it.